What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Pierre's Panic Room. You know how we do it. We always have a fly, flashy guest on it, and this episode is no different. We got me. That's right. I'm going to answer some questions. I'm going to talk to myself and answer some questions that y'all want to know. First of all, shout out to all y'all who watch my show, come up on the street to me and say you like the show so much. Say, yo, Pierre, I like Pierre's Panic Room. I'm going to keep doing it. This is season 3. You know how we do. So I'm excited, y'all. Sit back, relax, and we're going to have a good time today talking to myself. Okay. As usual, my crew grabs some comments out of the comment section. So when y'all leave comments, we go through them and we pick them out. And then I got to read them. I don't know what's said. I'm just going to go and do my thing and see what it is. All right. Here, this is from the Daryl Chill Mitchell episode. Shout out to my boy Daryl Chill Mitchell, man. Funny guy, great guy, man. All right, Nurse Pie. Ooh, Nurse Pie. I like that right there. It says, Pierre has a welcoming interview style. Such rich discussion with the most cherished artists. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I really enjoy talking to these people, man. They open up. You see, sometimes they can get emotional on shows. I'm tripping out. I feel like I'm becoming a new Oprah Winfrey of podcasting. But I appreciate y'all saying it. And I think I make it people comfortable on my show. I try to ask intriguing questions, cool questions, not some of the normal stuff, so how do you get started? I want to go a little deeper than that. And I love it, especially when I know the artist, because then we can go back and talk about some stuff that I say, I remember now. Don't act like you knew. Don't act new with it. But all right, thank you so much, Nurse Pie. This is from the Big Les episode. A Willie writes, Pierre's taking notes. Shoot your shot, Pierre. You got this. Oh, yeah, Big Les fine. She fine in person, too, y'all. What you see on screen is real deal. It's the real deal, okay? The real deal. All right, but shout out to my girl, Big Les. Thanks, Willie. All right, let's go with this one. This is from the D-Lay Checking Pierre on Disrespect episode. That thing went viral. Y'all are something else. Well, y'all love drama, don't y'all? All right, this is from Erica Switzer. All right, Erica Switzer says, D-Lay did the right thing. Pierre is a habitual line stepper, and D-Lay got him together. Really? He got me together? That's what he did? I'm a habitual line stepper? I should step in that ass next time I see you, girl, Erica. How about that? Step right in that ass. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was. You know what? It was an experiment, and it worked. I didn't realize how many people wanted to see beef or hear beef. And it's funny because some comics call D-Lay, talking about, D-Lay, I need to handle it. Nigga, you ain't going to handle shit. Nigga, you can call me if you want to handle it, okay? He got a lot of them phone calls and shit. I was like, really, man? First of all, you think I'd be that kind of guy, disrespectful? If you told me don't bring up something, I would just bring it up. If you think I'm that guy, you know me, you don't know me that well. So damn you and shit. All right, y'all, I'm excited about this next special guest. I've known him all my life. Funny dude. Me and him are like this and stuff. Literally like this, man. I've hung out with him plenty of times. Very funny cat. One of the most underrated cats to me, I think. We'll see. Give it up to the one and only me, Pierre! Yes. All right, man. Damn. Look at you, brother. Look at you, man. I like the hat. Okay. Got the jean jacket on. So you coming, I'm doing the Johnny Handsome. You just doing the nice, just a cool ass me.
Let's go.
Okay. Right. Well, thank you for coming on the show, man. I appreciate, you coming. I called you and you came, so I really appreciate that. That was good looking.
Thank you.
But I didn't know. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do, but it's all good. All right, so we're going to ask you some questions. We're going to start off with some of the questions that people wanted to know, and let's go with it. First of all, congratulations on season 3 of your podcast. Dope as hell. Everybody's been talking about your podcast, so I want to give a shout out to you, man. Congratulations. It's not easy to have that many shows, but, you did your damn thing, seasons. All right, let me ask you, that episode you did with George Wallace, man, that was a crazy episode, man.
Thank you. Yeah, George, my man. George is my man.
Congratulations on that. That thing went viral, man.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it went viral myself.
The F him and F this and F Will Smith and Apples and Will Apples. Did y'all just come up did y'all make that up, or how did that really come about?
No, to be honest with you, man, it was just, I had a question, and then but I found out later on that it was George. It was part of his bit. Like he had a routine, but he extended it on my show. He said he felt it, and he felt good about it. He said he gonna keep on going with it, and he went to fucking Apples and Granny Smith Apples and Emmett Smith and all the Smiths. So now that thing was crazy. I didn't realize it was gonna go viral. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know. But I remember the moment being funny. I just didn't realize how funny it was gonna be and that it was gonna go viral. But now I'm cool with it. It worked for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. I can deal with that.
That's my man. Shout out to my man George Wallace, man. Thanks for coming on the show, man. He came on twice too.
All right, here's another question. Is there a project in the entertainment field that you haven't conquered yet?
That's a good question. Making some money, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Making some money.
We both want to get paid a lot of money. I know that, right?
I need to conquer that.
All right. Well, okay.
But no, I've done so many things, and I've directed, I produced, I acted, I starred. It's a good question. I'd probably say I haven't conquered. I don't have a full-fledged production company. That's why where that's all money's coming in. I got investors are coming in and stuff. Because right now a lot of stuff I do my own, out of my own pocket. So I would say I haven't conquered having a production company, and that's what I need. So I need there's an investor out there, holler at your boy, okay? So yeah, probably just have a production company.
Well, that should be next on your list. All right, I respect that. What was your inspiration behind the independent movie For the Love of Money?
Ooh, inspiration. To be honest with you,
Because that's a classic.
I was auditioning for some movies, and I wasn't getting some of the parts. I was close on them. I was close on a lot of movies, and I just didn't feel like I was getting the part. So I felt, you know what? I could write a movie. I said, I've seen some of these movies that I think anybody could have wrote.
Okay.
And
I feel you on that now.
I decided just to write a movie and just put some of my friends in. I have a lot of friends that were actors or comedians who hadn't had a shot on stuff. A lot of people, Afion Crockett, a whole bunch of people who would, wind up going on to bigger things. Shout out my boy Joey Wells. He works for Kevin Hart. He's one of the Plastic Cup boys.
Shout out to them. Yep. Shout out to all them.
Yeah, I just felt like I needed, if Hollywood wasn't gonna put me in something, I was gonna put myself in something. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Sometimes you do that. And we had a great time. I just remember it was an 11-day shoot. Just a lot of camaraderie. In fact, a lot of people who still worked on that movie still hang out with each other to this day. It's kind of crazy. And that was back in '99.
Wow.
And we lost some people. Ralphie May. Yeah, he passed. Yeah,
damn.
Yeah, Ralphie May. Who else? My best friend Joe was in it. He passed. Got a Kip Adada, the doctor. He passed. Ronaldo Ray passed. Who all passed? There was a whole bunch of people that died. I hate to say it like that, but it's true though. A lot of people in that movie. I think.
Rest in peace, Ralphie May. I didn't know that. Really, all the people died?
About 6, 7 actors from there passed away.
I didn't know that.
But it's still a classic.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna re-release it, y'all. So check it out. For the Love of Money. I made it with my comedian friends. My first movie I ever made, and the inspiration from that really came from Robert Townsend. Seeing him do his movie by himself and stuff, Hollywood Shuffle. So I said, he took his comedian friends. So I took my comic friends and did the same thing. So shout out to those who watch it. I appreciate that.
Let me ask you, who do you want to interview, and why?
Ooh, people I would want to interview. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow of it right now, whoever I can get. But if I had to put my foot against the ground and say somebody, I probably would say Eddie Murphy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Right. Yeah. Eddie Murphy, I would say. Because he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT.
Makes sense.
I grew up on Eddie Murphy. So I would love to find out what he was going through at a younger age when he was doing, other movies and stuff. And I think me and him sit down would be dope because I'm gonna ask some questions, and I feel like he gonna answer them. A lot of people gotta keep their hands off of when they talk to him. I want to sit down and talk to him like brothers. I heard he was hella funny when he does fight parties. Never invited me to none of the fight parties. I'm a big fight fan, Eddie Murphy. Invite me to one of your fight parties at your house. I would love to come. But I would say, if I could get Eddie Murphy to sit down and talk to me, man, that would just let's think about it. He's the GOAT. Every black comic, especially hip black comic, loves Eddie Murphy, and I just think he's, behind the scenes, he's been kind of guarded and so forth. So to sit down and talk to him, I think that'd be dope.
I don't even blame you. I don't even blame you.
I would get some, some questions answered that maybe, or I'm gonna ask some questions, and he may answer them that we all want to know. You know what I'm saying? Did you have to wear that black leather? that red leather outfit? Did you have to? What was you doing? But no, it worked for him because that's iconic. But yeah, Eddie Murphy.
Okay. Now, you remember the Stephen Stacks Jackson Stacks 5 interview?
Of course I remember that interview. Come on, man. That led off season 3. What you think I can't remember that?
You got emotional on that, man. Yeah, in fact, y'all both got emotional on that show. Have you ever sought therapy about your homeboy?
Caught me off guard a little bit, talking about my boy, Joe, best friend. And I see, look how he felt about his folks, man, his sister and his brother, man. That's major to lose them, man. So, but now I never thought about seeking therapy, man. Most black men don't go seek therapy, which we should, and I'm going to start seeking therapy of a myriad of things I've been through. But no, and to do about my homeboy, I don't know if I'm ready to open up and talk about it. Like, I don't know who I'm talking. Like, I don't know, just laying there talking to some guy about my best friend.
Okay, that's real.
I don't know if that's my thing, so I haven't really tried it. Thought about doing it with, about him. Probably need to do it, but but I just haven't. Seek therapy, and maybe I will. I just keep. One of the things I keep grinding in the name of him. Sometimes I'm tired of doing something. I think about him and. Just knowing, I just feel like I hear him say, man, come on, man, keep doing it, bro. Just keep doing it, P. He was my biggest supporter.
Wow, okay.
And we always don't get someone like that. I knew him for 21 years in my life. And like I was telling Stacks, there's some other people who could have died in my family, man, that I wouldn't have cried and felt as bad at, because me and him had a real relationship, man. Just lived together and fought, cried, had each other's back, all kind of crazy stuff. So it was, it was just crazy. I just caught me off guard when I was talking about it, with him. But he went through something similar, so it was cool.
Man, I feel you on that, brother. I really feel you on that, man. That was deep, man.
Man, we asking, personal, man. Damn.
Who was the one that gave you the biggest compliment, that you've had? Who gave you a compliment that meant the most to you?
That's another good question. I had so many on my show, but I'd have to say probably George Wallace. I would say George Wallace, man, because, I didn't even think he knew who I was, to be honest with you, when he came on my show. I knew he knew kind of me, but I didn't even think he knew, like, who I was, but.
Okay.
And for him to tell me that the show went viral, and it helped his career out. And he said he'd never been viral before, and people from all over the world were calling him, man. And I was thinking, wow, I'm responsible for that, man. That is so dope. I helped to be in that position. That was very, just gratifying, man, to know that I helped a legend out in any manner, a little bit.
I feel you on that.
But he really felt, thankful for that. I could tell it, and he came back and did the show again, and told me that. So that made me really feel good. Then I started noticing all the comments that people were loving our chemistry together. You know how, me and him was just rolling, man. I try to tell you about it. You wouldn't hear me.
Okay.
Brother, man, he was just really, people in the comments saying, y'all got the chemistry, that's the bomb. Even both shows. Because sometimes you can do something one time and it's magic, but then you try it again and it just ain't the same.
True.
But then next time he came on again, it was funny again. I liked the way he rolled with my punches. I rolled with his and stuff, the jokes back and forth. I thought that was fantastic. So I started thinking, man, about writing a sitcom for us. I was like, man, you know what? We could do a sitcom together. My mind starts moving. My mind, how I do all the time. I tell you sometimes, don't call me because I'm busy thinking of something. So my mind was thinking, you know what? I should do a sitcom about it. And my sitcom, kind of loosely based, it's kind of like a Sanford and Son-ish thing where it's basically my father leaves me a house. I'm in Hollywood, back in Maryland, or whatever it's Atlanta, I think about Atlanta. And that's his brother. And the stipulation is he can live in the house because he really wants the house. He thinks he deserved the house because he helped my father more while I was gone to Hollywood. But my father left the house saying, look, here's the rules. He can stay in it as long as he don't get married. And I stay in it until I get married, and he got to leave. So he's trying to stop me from getting married. I'm trying to get his ass married about the place. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I think that's a great song. So I'm thinking about writing it. I'm thinking about writing that sitcom.
You should write that. You should write that, man.
I'm gonna do it.
For real. Don't say you're gonna do it. Write it, man.
Give me some. I got other things I'm doing. Give me some time. I'm gonna write it.
Okay. Was there ever a moment in your career that made you reconsider your career?
Oh wow. Yeah, there was a moment that I was reconsidering my career.
Okay.
Man, you all right?
I'm all right.
Damn.
Shit.
What you doing?
I got the
You
water.
need my water, nigga?
Just answer the question, man.
Fucking COVID in this month. Damn. So, okay, handle that. All right. Let me talk to you like, man, you got me looking sick. Damn, all right. You good? All right. All right. So there was a time I did reconsider. Well, not even reconsider it. I did a show, and I got paid. I think the pay was like whatever. Let's say it's $500-$600. And I remember I put my check in. It was $500, and I put my check into the into the account. Remember, I put it in the account. And the lady gave me the deposit receipt, and the deposit receipt said $300. I'm like, I gave you $500. It's like, nigga, you was $300, you was $200 in the hole. I was like, holy shit. You know, some bills must have came in, some checks came in that I didn't realize. I was negative $200, and I was famous. Yes. I was gonna call your ass and shit. You got the suit on and shit. I was about to ask your ass for a little money. I know how you tight with the money and shit. But no. So I was like, damn, what should I do? Maybe I should, maybe I should be like a gigolo, a male gigolo. Because I was giving it away for free, and I was like, hell no. I can't have these women, screaming. You know how we know, hollering and screaming. This is the best I ever had. And I ain't getting no money for it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, I don't know. So I started putting my money on a fee basis. That sausage, you're going to pay a little something.
I know that's right. Well, I'm glad you didn't reconsider your career, man. We're glad you're here, man.
So, yeah. Well, okay. I'm glad I didn't reconsider either. How about that? But I did get my money, though. Okay. Ain't no more. Okay. Celebrity. You me, you gonna tell somebody, ladies. The nigga Mike Smith down the street, you ain't saying shit, so it's costing. All right, nigga, go ahead.
Let me ask you this question. I ask a lot of comedians this question, but I'm gonna ask you because I think this is fitting for you. Do you feel like you're an underrated comedian?
Hell yeah. Okay.
I know that's right.
You damn right.
Damn skippy with you, okay?
And then sometimes I hear comics, they be talking, they be like, well, God got me in the right place and all that.
People do say that.
That sounds good. But nigga, I wouldn't be
God got me where they want. I feel you. But sometimes when people tell me that, God's got me where I want. Yeah, that's fine, but God, can you help me get to another level?
Exactly. Okay. Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool that you got me to this level. I need to get to another level. Why you got him to a higher level than me? That's how I feel. Okay.
That's how I feel too. Damn right. Mm-hmm.
Right.
I hear you. I hear you. But God, hurry up with this shit. I don't know how long I got to live, man. Come on now. You're a little slow. You're slow motion, okay? You're a little slow motion for me, bro. Okay? Let's move it up quicker and shit, okay? I mean, damn. You know what I mean? How long am I gonna float in mediocrity, whatever the word is. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm a star, but I'm down here in bits. And it's supposed to be on NBC, the show. ABC, Hulu. Comic Pierre's YouTube channel. It's rough. But no, man, I just think I'm cool where I'm right now. Things are moving. In fact, actually, things are moving fast, so I appreciate it. Got a dope podcast, dope crew, Comedy Hype News, my stand-up comedy people, coming out to the show, so I appreciate that. So I'm good. Things are moving, man. But God, if you want to move a little faster, I ain't got a problem with that. Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever put your hands on somebody, another comic, because they were being disrespectful?
Yeah, I did. This comedian named Lester Barry one time.
Really?
We cool now. Me and Lester cool.
I remember him. Good dude. He hosted Comic View.
Comic View. Exactly. Well, all right. I was married back then, but I saw a couple of girls at different clubs, and they was trying to holler at me. We were just talking, however you want to call it. We was talking and exchanging numbers, and then a girl came to me. She said, "I know you married. I heard you was married." I'm like, "How you know I'm married? How you know I'm married?" She was like, "Lester told me." Lester Barry. I said, "Oh hell no, man." You know what I'm saying?
What? Yeah, that ain't cool.
And I let it go. And then about 3 weeks later, this other chick was inquiring about me, and she came to me later on. She's like, "Yeah, hey, what's up? I didn't know you was married." I was like, "How you know I'm married?" Lester Barry told me. I said, "Hell no. That was 2 times too many."
But it wasn't cool what you was doing either.
That's bro code. That was bro code. You don't do that, bro code. And so I went to a comedy club and I, hollered at them, told them to come on outside, and we dibble-dabbled a little something, and I was like, "No, sir,"
Oh, okay.
And, I'm thinking since then I haven't heard anybody say I would marry. But I also ain't been married. Some folks know, I ain't trying to promote this, but I do like boxing. I do go to the boxing gym.
Yeah, I heard you box. I heard you box. So yeah.
Now, boxing and street fighting is two different things. They can pick at you, grappling, and all that. But if you think you can work it out and you're a comic, you can meet me in the ring anytime you want. There it is right there. And let somebody know some of my personal business again, and I'll find out. A ding, ding, ding. Okay? That. All right. What's your next question? Damn. Who I kiss behind closed doors?
Well, with the recent comedians, so many of them passing, how does that affect you personally?
That was a little rough, man. A lot of us, man, and it was crazy, a lot of comics were in their 50s when they passed. A lot of, at 50 age is something else, man. It's probably because, I thought about it. I said, why is it around the 50s? But a lot of those comics have been around for 20 to 30 years. So I'm thinking they're doing comedy for 20, 30 years. A lot of comics don't eat healthy. They don't eat healthy. We stay up all night long. We're catching planes and riding. We know there's a lot of stress and trying to get bookings and so forth like that. And I think that contributes to a lot of those people, those comics' deaths.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. We do, yeah.
And I've learned how to slow down a while back, so I don't stress out as much as I used to. And I, do my best to eat healthy.
Yeah, I've been seeing you posting all your little food, your pictures on your food online. And say, you eat healthy, right?
Now, let me be honest with you. I don't post when I'm snacking, okay? You don't see the snack picture, you don't see the vegetable picture. So everybody be like, you're so healthy, you're so healthy. I'm like, don't look at my cabinet.
I know that's right. I know, okay. I get that. What we see. All right, we see all the healthy shit, okay?
Man, that's what hoo-hoo and donuts and all in there. So I don't sometimes eat too healthy, man. So, it is that. But I do try to keep myself healthy as possible. Yeah. So if you hear, I know, I got diabetes. Yeah. If you hear I keeled over, don't be like, man, I be seeing all them good ass meals you got online, but you don't see the junk I eat. So, but I'm cutting down on the junk. I'm doing the best I can, to cut. I'm working on that, and it's 2023. Got to eat healthy, man.
Well, you take care of yourself, man. Take care of that sugar, man. Don't do that. Take care of that damn sugar, man.
Come on, man. Look at you. You look better than I do.
Okay, so on the road. Do you have a process to not overwork or overwhelm yourself?
Wow. I don't know. I would say, to be honest, to keep my shit together, I release energy. A thimble at a time.
Really?
You know,
you have to say that for
well, you asked me. That's the best stress reliever, okay?
TMI, brother, okay? We know each other, but you ain't tell the world what you're doing, okay?
You gotta salt these hands up, okay? It is what it is, Hey, bro, so that's how I don't get myself overworked or overwhelmed. I overwhelm myself, okay? And then I go to sleep, and that's a good sleep. That's the nighttime sniffling, sneezing so you can rest medicine. That's what it is, okay? But yeah, that's what, yeah. Don't ever worry about me getting overworked or overwhelmed. I'm about to go to sleep right now. Go ahead.
Let me ask you, who was your comedy mentor coming up?
I would say Rodney Winfield.
Yeah, that's the dude with the salad cap. I remember him on Def Jam with the tuxedo.
Yep. That was him. Yep. Yeah, all that. Tuxedo, salad cap, all that. I wouldn't say necessarily he's a mentor because he was high most of the time on cocaine and shit. Everybody knew he told everybody that. But I just would follow him around and just watch him. And I thought he's one of the greatest comedians. I mean, he did stuff I never seen comics do before. Because sometimes before we go on stage, especially when you're younger, you get your notes together, you're looking at all your notes and everything, get nervous and so forth. I saw him one time at a place called the Townhouse in LA. He was drinking at a bar with this young lady, and they were announcing bringing him up. He was in a conversation with her. And they were like, give it up for Rodney Winfield. And I had to tell him, yo, Rodney, you need to go up. And he said, all right, I told the woman, I'll be right back. And sauntered up there and started rocking right from then and there. I'm like, wow, you don't need no paper. You ain't got to lower your notes and stuff. He's a veteran at the time. I was like, damn. I mean, I just went up there and killed. I was like, wow. That was crazy, yeah. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I wonder what ever happened to him.
He died. Yeah, he died. I remember when he passed away, he lived in St. Louis. I remember I had to fight real hard one time to get him to come to Arizona. Well, the promoters to bring him to Arizona for the thing I was promoting. And when they got there, because he was older, and they were like, I don't know, he rocked it. And I was like, see?
Okay.
And I remember staying in touch with him. And he moved back to St. Louis, and we would talk on the phone. And, he passed away. And I remember when he passed away, he had a funeral, and I had a show to do, but I canceled the show. I made an excuse up to cancel the show, and I flew all the way, to St. Louis to his wake.
Wow, okay. Wow.
And I was happy I was there. And
That's love. That's love right there, man.
saw videos. They had videos of him when he was younger and stuff. He was a bad dude. He was a bad cat. So don't y'all remember? Look up Rodney Winfield, man. That was one of my mentors, people I looked up to, and just thought. In fact, I started talking like him for a while and started, hey, what up on stage? What you doing? What up? I was like, hold on, I got to stop being around him because I was around him so much. Sometimes we'd be around comics a lot. And I just felt like, let me stop this. So I had to get away from him. That was
Okay.
it. But he was funny. He told me how cheap I was. He said, you know, the comic I know, go out of town and get $1,000 and bring back $1,200.
Okay.
So yeah, he make $1,000 and bring back $200. Drinking and like that. I was like, we did different, bro. So yeah, but Rodney Winfield, shout out to him, man.
Yeah, but I know you wrote a book, your book, and Paul Mooney wrote the foreword to it. You had a special relationship with Paul? How did how was it? I saw you do a video and it went viral when he passed away, so it really was touching. A lot of people felt that. What was your relationship with that?
I was so blessed that he even did that for me, man. And I just walked into a comedy club one time. I said, I'm writing a book, man, and I want you to do the foreword. He's like, oh, now he just started splurting, talking about me, man. But Paul Mooney, man.
Because he's kind of cantankerous in kind of a certain way. How did you break through all that?
You know what? It's I don't know. It's like a certain kind of spice, man. You got to kind of get used to it if you want to get used to it. And you're like, at the end of the day, it's worth it. I would always like go around him. I don't use say I was like a little puppy dog around him and stuff. But I just love being in his space. And at first he kind of pushed me away. Wasn't really because we had a place called the Comedy Store, which was a very popular comedy club in West Hollywood, and all the comedies came through. I remember I would go like you have spots, and you start at like 8 o'clock until like midnight, and everybody does 15 minutes and brings the other comic up. And he could be like 30 comics on the list or whatever. And he was always the last person because he would run the white folks out of the damn club, to be honest with you. And I could be like at 8:20, like the second one up, a third one up. I would stay all night long just to watch him. I'd watch all the other comics and walk around the Comedy Store. And when he came out, I'd run back upstairs. By that time, let's say the club had 200 people in that particular room because they have 3 different rooms. But say they had 200 people, they were down to, let's say, about 80 people. It's late, it's past midnight or whatever. And he would go up there and he would just sit down and I just had an affinity for people who talk about the culture, about the bullshit that's happening out there. A lot of comics just talk about funny stuff and goofy stuff and shit, but he came with the raw, and it was just brilliant, man. I used to tell him something he loved when I told him told him he was a cocaine of comedy. He said, what's that mean? What that mean? What you trying to say? I said, nigga, everybody doing it, but don't nobody want to admit to it. Oh, I like that. That's good right there. That's the good stuff right there. Because you see a lot of celebrities in the corner hiding, watching his show at night. They would sneak in and watch him and stuff. I guess they didn't want to be known to watch Paul Mooney or love Paul Mooney. But I loved it. I love being around him, man. So, when I sat and talked about him, it was no problem. It was just being honest with you. I was so fortunate and lucky to be around that man. One of the people I idolized, man. And the first time I ever seen him was on a Raw tour with Eddie Murphy. I got shot. It was October of 1987 in Washington, D.C., man. And I remember I came to see Eddie, and before Eddie went on, Paul Mooney went on. And I heard the stuff Paul was talking about, and that moment there, I was in love. I was like, I like this dude. I mean, I came to see Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy did great. But that dude in front of Eddie Murphy was off the chain. I was like, I never heard a comic talk that raw about white folks and society and stuff. Not me. And I said Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor was good, but he came with the raw, harder stuff. And Richard kind of said it smoother. But Paul Mooney would just say it the way he wanted. It's just raw and shit. And I was like, damn. And then when I came to LA and I ran into him, I started hanging around him, and he started seeing me around him more and more. When he would come in towns that I lived in, from Dallas to Atlanta or DC, he would come to the comedy club. I would come and hang out there with him, man. He started letting me come in and sit down with him, and he liked me a lot, man. One time, one of my best times I ever had was we rode the Amtrak from DC to New York. He had to go pick up some CDs back then, and I was riding there to do a comedy club, and we talked for like shit, it was a 2.5-hour train ride up there, and it was interesting, man. It was a lot of stories he told me. I was like, wow, inside stories. So I just feel blessed to have known him. A lot of comics love him, and I thought he got more flowers after he passed, but he's definitely a pioneer and a titan in comedy, and I'm happy to have known him.
Okay, yeah. That's good. That's just a lot of love. Speaking of that, what makes you so passionate for other comics?
I don't know. Passionate about comedians. What about comedians? I would say, because I'm a comedian, I understand their journey. I understand the pains, the ups and downs. See, a lot of people get to just see the glory stuff that we do.
Yeah, that's true.
But I understand the journey. I understand the hardness. I really paid my dues, so I understand it. So I always, I just care for comics. It's like almost all my projects. You see, I put comedians in all my projects, from my movies to my web series to my podcast. I'm always trying to help comics out, man. And
that's true. You have done, yes.
Because we're a fraternity at the end of the day. We are a fraternity, regardless of how people want to look at it. We're a fraternity together, man. I wish other comics who had more money than I have would help other comedians out and put shows and build stuff. Kevin Hart does it. I give Kevin Hart credit, but there's a lot of other comics, man, that could really do it. But we don't, I feel like sometimes they get on top and like, yeah, I'm on top. Damn y'all down there. I don't want nobody to share it. Well,
I don't understand it either.
I always felt like if I do something positive for somebody, I'm not expecting you to do something positive for me back, but it's just human nature that people remember. Like, man, you looked out for me, man. And that's why people come on, you see my podcast, you see what I do, man. I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? You see I'm here for you because I know how you roll. You know what I'm saying? That's why comics come and support you all the time. I look at the show all the time. I watch you. You got comics up there that got a lot of love for you, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a great thing that they show love and they here for you.
See, more comics should do that, man. So
yeah, I agree. We should do that for each other, man, much more.
But trust you, it's being noticed. People tell me, man, so I'm telling you, man. People notice it, bro.
That's my passion. Just understand the journey. All right. Man, I mean, more questions you got, man? We got to do. At least I do. I ain't got a podcast like you. I got things to do.
Now let me ask you. I saw online you fixed your father's house. You did the carpentry work and all that. It was dope stuff. I was impressed. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know you could do it. Okay, I didn't know you could do it.
Oh, well, that was true. I did that. Yeah, carpentry work.
If you weren't a comedian, what would be another path that you would have took? Would it have been something like that?
And to be honest, I am good with my hands. Yes,
I know some people didn't believe it.
I would say 50% of that work I did. Yeah, because I used to be a carpenter before right before I moved to LA to do comedy full time. I used to do carpentry work, man. I've been built decks inside houses, offices, and so forth. I just like working like that. I like working like that. Now, what I don't like is when people see that online, they be asking me, "Won't you do my house? Can you do my house? Can you help me?"
Every time, everybody wants you. They see you do it, they figure that you can do it for them. Come on my house.
Yes,
exactly.
I
feel you.
Everybody asks me that. I'm like, no, I'm doing it for my house, okay? This ain't no hobby. It's a real work I got to do. It'd be cold, and y'all seen the videos at nighttime, and I'm tired and so forth. But it was my father's house. I promised him that I'd fix it up, and then he passed. I got the house, and I said, hey, let me fix it up and work out. And I enjoyed doing it. So, yeah, I would say, I can see myself being a carpenter. More like flipping houses. I like to buy a house, just kind of so flip it real quick. I got a lot of good ideas. I don't know how I got it. I don't know what. Maybe my creative zone. I'm creative. You've asked me for. You called me and asked me for some stuff before. They don't act like you don't remember. So yeah. So I would say that was it. I can see myself being a carpenter.
Well, being good with your hands. Talking about the food you make. Would you ever do like a cooking show? You ever thought about that? A cooking show, like a comedian doing a cooking show?
Yeah. I got a cooking one now. Yeah, it's online.
What was the title of the show?
It's called Food for Thoughts.
Oh hell no.
Oh, man.
That was the title of your show?
Exactly. They got to eat too. Thoughts got to eat too.
Well, that's true. I guess they got to eat too.
It's actually a good show. Yeah. I don't know. I came with the idea, man.
It's on YouTube.
Yep, on YouTube. I came with the idea, and it's cool. It's just me cooking food. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a single man. Thoughts want to eat. You know what I'm saying? You know some thoughts. You me, nigga, so not. They gotta eat. Sometimes you gotta cook for them at home. You know what I'm saying? So so that'd be that idea.
I like that idea.
I might do it another couple episodes, but it's on YouTube right now. I think I got about 4 or 5 of them lined up. I haven't released yet, but
okay.
Yeah, it's called Food for Thoughts. So if you want to look at it, go to YouTube and see Food for Thoughts. THOTS. You know what thoughts are? They gotta eat too.
Let me ask you something. Would you do another movie being a leading man with Halle Berry?
Hell yeah. That was a stupid ass question.
It wasn't stupid.
Yeah, but I don't think she would, do a movie with me. I wear shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
Like niggas that don't wear shoes all the time and got a guitar slung around their back. So I don't got no guitar and I got shoes. I like shoes on my feet. I got love for Hallie. Hallie, I got love for you. I'm quite sure someone's sending you this video, so I got love for you. It's just, unless we're doing a movie on the beach, I got to wear some shoes. I like the shoe. I got to wear the shoe. But yeah, I would love to do a movie with her again, man. A lot of people love Baps, man. But
True that. True.
She way another level, so she ain't gonna come down to be in a movie with me. I might play her chauffeur, driving Miss Hallie, do shit like that. But no, yeah. So of course I would. It's crazy.
All right. Speaking of Halle Berry, do you have a celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush? No, I ain't got one.
Oh, come on, man. Everybody got a damn celebrity crush.
I ain't got one.
Nobody?
I'm gonna be honest, because first of all, I know how actresses roll. A lot of them. There's so much pressure on them. They gotta lose weight. They gotta look good. They can't be worried about aging and stuff. I can't take that stress. I gotta be with a woman who just is cool with getting old gracefully.
Oh, wow. I didn't think about that. Okay.
I don't mind a little touch up here and there, but when they gotta start pulling their faces and butt ass lifts and titty lifts for show business, I know the pressure that women go through, man. Men have put a lot of pressure on women to look certain ways, and a lot of those actresses, man, celebrities are just. They just go through it. They just doing the most.
True.
And too much pressure for that. And I don't want that in my relationship. So I've never even dated a celebrity and probably wouldn't. It just ain't my thing, to do that. I want a nice, wholesome, regular young lady from Alabama, Dallas, Macon, Georgia, Seattle, Washington, Maryland, Florida, Chicago, in Tennessee, who got a career, who don't mind me going out here and making this money doing comedy and all that traveling, but coming home, bring that bag to you. Well, not to you, but to the bank. You. I know you leave my bag around, take my bag with me. But no, I would just rather, I'm attracted to just women who just have regular jobs and, with careers, let's say that career. I'm too old to have a girl with a job. And you got a job and, you over 40. You can get fired from jobs. You really get fired from careers.
Okay.
So that's what I want. So yeah, no celebrity crush here.
Well, damn. So let me ask you, how you feel with the recent beef with a lot of comedians, man? What is going on? How you feel? I know you had a problem with a comedian, but how do you feel with the recent beef with all these comics?
Yeah, damn. That's how we doing it. We're going from Halle Berry to beef, nigga? What the celebrity crush now to fight niggas? Damn. Like I said earlier, first of all, it's ridiculous. We are a fraternity, and regardless of whether we're a fraternity.
We should look at it like that.
I just think it's ridiculous, man. Every time I turn around, I'm seeing like comics are beefing now, calling each other out and all this kind of shit. I think it's ridiculous, man. I say this, don't talk about it. Whoop some ass. Just all that. Just start the fighting. Just start to punching people in the mouths and start tussling and wrestling and moving some furniture and get out your chest. But all that old online talking about you, ridiculous. A couple of my cats got into it, and some people got in. Other comics got into it. And I just say, man, just take the high road, man. Don't even. My thing is this: don't even answer that, and just say, I'll see you. I'll see you when we see you. And when we see you, have that same energy if you need that. If you're not, then that's some to do. To be online talking, and you see somebody, you be like, you got your security, he got his security. Y'all both looking at each other from a distance. Just come on, man. Show some love. It is what it is, but that's ridiculous. Are scared. They don't want that. They don't want the smoke. They want to talk the smoke, but they don't want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the smoke. They just don't. And I don't blame them. We're too old to be smoking and damn, we grown now. But to get online and say you want the heat, then bring it. Then just bring it. No more talking, bring it. And let's sell it that way, and then we can move on. You know what I'm saying? So I just say that. I think it's ridiculous when we have beef. But, people got to get off their chest. But if you get off your chest and the other person needs to get off their chest, why don't you just fight it out, man?
So you started your new season with Comedy Hype a few weeks ago. How's that going?
Yeah, hell yeah, I love, man. Comedy Hype is, man, that reignited my career, Of course I like it. I like being on there. I think the chemistry is dope. I get to say what I want to say. It's funny sometimes in the comment people be tripping out, but I realize right now, man, I thought about that. Comedy Hype, man, 25 to 35, them kids, nigga. Grown folk on that watching me talking about. they get mad if I talk about something. Yeah, you hurt my feelings. Can't say you're a clown. You're a clown. And they'll call me a clown, and that nigga name is Apples 800. You hiding behind something. What you hiding from, nigga? Why can't you tell your name is Chris Jackson, nigga? You scared? Why are you hiding? How you gonna clown me, but you hiding? I'm Apples 800. You're a really? You's a bitch, nigga. You's a bitch. So if you got a name that ain't your real name, you's a bitch, because all my shit is real. You know who I am. You see my face. I'm on Comedy Hype or whatever. You hear what I'm saying. I'm speaking it, but you hiding behind a fake ass name. I'm Apples 800. I can call you fuck it. You're whack. You whack, nigga. Okay? You whack, nigga. If you use your real name, you's a bitch. As far as I'm concerned, you's a bitch. Bring your real name. Let's talk about it. Who you scared of? I ain't hiding from nobody. Who you hiding from? My job might see me. My church might see me. That's why I got to be Apples 800. Oh, bitch. Do you and Yamanika really like each other? Be honest. Do y'all really like each other? Because that was, when you walked off, I was like, damn. Like you walking off. I can't believe you walked off. No, man. That's my girl. Yamanika's my, no.
No beef?
No, look. It's like a brother and sister relationship. You have a sister. And a brother, you have a sister. So you've argued with her before, right? Yeah, so we just got in a disagreement. I said what I said, and I felt like it was going in a circle, and I don't think men should just be arguing with women over that. Women argue, that's what they like. That's why your reality shows do so well. They get the yakking, you ain't saying nothing, you ain't saying. I'm not about to get in that. I said what I said, she was passionate about what she said, and I decided to move on. It wasn't going nowhere.
Well, okay. I feel you on that. When you say what you said, ain't nothing else to say.
I'm not about to stay on the line and people just keep talking in the same circle, so no, sir. I was cool with her, man, so no.
I like watching the show. Do the chemistry with, you and Capone, are y'all cool, or is like what's up with that?
Man, Capone is cool. I think people just like to see somebody do some shit. I get it. I get that negativity that rocks and rolls, but me and Capone are good people, man. Well, here's the thing. Two grown folks can have a disagreement, and still.
I hear you, but sometimes it look like y'all might be beefing on sometimes. Sometimes like y'all got a little beef with each other.
Man, you disagree sometimes. That suit nice. And you got the I get what you got, but sometimes you wear some bullshit on the show. I've told you that. I think like 2 episodes ago, I was like, what the hell you doing? But we still family, man.
Okay.
You and I are still cool.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm you me. So what you wear, I got to be on the streets and people think it's me. No, this is me. He Johnny Handsome and fly and flashy. I'm just dope gear, okay? So back to the show. No, man, I like that. And the last question. Is there any way I can get Symphony number, man? What's up? How Symphony? Nigga, how is she? Nigga, come on. Symphony? Hell no, nigga, I ain't gonna Symphony. No, nigga, you shoot your own shot, nigga, shit. That's my little sister, bro. That's my little sister.
Your little sister? Come on, man. Your little sister. She ain't my little sister.
Really?
She's a grown-ass woman to me.
Really?
She had a boyfriend?
Nigga, you ask her. You grown?
I ain't gonna ask her. You work with her.
I don't hook Symphony up with nobody, okay? She grown. She can be hooked up whatever she want to.
Really? That's what you don't do? All right.
Because you got a suit on and tie. You think you're going to get the gal? It ain't working like that with Symphony. She don't care. You got to have African spirits in your heart. And you light-skinned it, so I don't know if she's going to roll that way.
All right.
You got to denounce your whole white family. The whole white side of your shit got to go. Power to the people, Symphony. Power to the people. All right, next question. Come on, man. We got to wrap this up, man. I got a thing to do.
Well, you're having a great season this year, man. You had Linnell. You got Linnell on. You've had, like I said, Steven Jackson. You had D.C. Curry. You had so many people on, like Carlos Miller. I like your 5 for 5. How'd you come up with the idea for 5 for 5? How did it even come up?
That's crazy. Yeah, 5 for 5. I just I saw a need for comics to get some more exposure. A lot of these comics I know have been doing in the trenches for years. There's some young comics that are coming up, and I feel like they just need some exposure. They just need to be out. And I figure, hey, with my fan base, man, if I can help them out, I decided to just, put it together and see it.
Okay.
I just think that I like the idea. Just 5 minutes of stand up, 5 minutes of sit down. And we get to know these comics better, you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
And sometimes, most comedy shows, you see a MC and a comic walk off, MC, comic walk off. But this here, the comic sits back down and talks. You know what I'm saying? It's been successful. People have been loving the shows, man. They've been stopping me and saying, I like the 5 for 5, man. They appreciate what happens. And the comics really appreciate it too, man. So, you know, I'm here for that, man. I'm here to help, you know, any way I can. And I ain't a selfish comedian, so if I can help the other comics, that's what I do. So I came with the idea, and it's dope. See, you one of the brothers that give back, man. I like that. You give back.
5 for 5. 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 5 for 5.
Yeah, he's been around. I've been in Atlanta for years. He's always kicked ass. Give it up for the one and only from Atlanta, the one and only D-Key!
Thank you for making me feel wanted. I don't finally realize, though, you know, you get to a point in your life where you're just comfortable where you at. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know, getting older is a blessing, but it's inconvenient. You know, you wake up sometime and you got pains and you be like, what happened? So, you know, I mean, I just don't got comfortable in my skin, you know. But I did go through a little bit life crisis. Tried to date this little young girl, making me feel young, wrong idea. Oh, she was fine as hell too, and I mean, I was like, yeah, I want to show off to my boys, but she don't get tired. She called me about 10:30 one night, talking about, Daddy, what you want to do tonight? And I'm looking at the clock like, what you want to do, little mama? She talking about, I know where this club at. I was like, all right. And I'm looking at the clock like it's 10:30. I'm like, I hope she ain't trying to stay long. You know? I gotta go to work in the morning, you know. We get to the club, and I can't believe, I'm talking about, we pull up to the club, it's Cutlass, Regals, dudes got pistols on the hood, twisting their hair, rolling blunts. It was a group of dudes. She talking about, it's lit, ain't it? I was like, huh? I guess so. Shit look dangerous. So we walking through this crowd, and a dude just grabbed a whole handful of her ass. She said, Dad, I said, keep walking. Not finna die in no club like this tonight. We get inside the club, it's so smoke-filled and hookah smoke and weed smoke. She talking about, I wanna dance. I said, go on out there and dance. She jumped in the smoke and disappeared. I'm at the bar. Them young dudes coming up to me, I guess they thought I was an Uber driver, talking about, who you here to pick up, I said, I'm here with somebody. I'm here with somebody, shout. Little mama jump out the smoke about an hour and 30 minutes later, talking about, you good, Dad? I was like, look, no, not really. Talking about, let me say bye to my friend. She jumped in the smoke, came out about 30 minutes later, talking about, yeah, we can get out of here. It's getting dead. I was like, I can't tell, but let's go. We gotta walk back through this same again. I said, you know you're gonna get felt on, don't you? Probably. I said, just keep walking. We get in the car, I'm thinking, okay, got a little bit of energy, it ain't too late. She hit me with another, talking about, I know where the after hours spot is. I was like, really? Where is it? She talking about, it's around the corner, and I swear we ain't do nothing but go around the corner and pull back up to the same club. I swear the same dudes out there rolling up blunt, had the pistols on the car. I told her, I said, you know what? This is some boo. It's crunk. I was like, okay, crunk. We finally get out the club. This was about 2:45. I ain't even thinking about, trying to do nothing no more. This hit me with another, talking about, you can eat so Waffle House. I said, you hungry at 2:45 in the morning, really? Kind of crackhead shit. Listen, y'all gonna walk out slow. It was 3:45 by the time we got home. She talking about, Daddy, you don't show me a good time. We were getting this house. I said, little mama, we going to bed. I said, don't touch me. She told me, I can't believe him with your old ass. I said, I can't believe him with your little young Power Ranger ass. Don't know when to go to sleep. So I started getting in my lane. I know. I started getting in my lane. I don't meet no young women. Young woman came up to me the other day. Hey, Daddy, you look good. I treat you like a stray dog. Get out of here. Ooh, what's wrong with him? I like some older women. I like women get tired around 9:30. So it's 9:30. We ain't doing it tonight. It's gonna be another day. I was dating this one older lady. Oh my God. And I mean, her name threw me off. She was in shape. She was about 62, but she was in shape. I mean, she didn't look 62, but her name was old as hell. She tried to send me a nasty picture. She told me I'm a senior something. And I looked at it. I had to call her back. I said, Mildred, what is this? You don't like it? I said, I don't know what it is. She talking about, go to the other frame. This don't send me a long titty picture. I said, look. I told you, don't do this, young girl. Just keep the collard greens and the hot water cornbread going. Yeah. Hey, y'all, this is my time. My name is Pierre.
Underrated player.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Now, I've been coming to Atlanta since the early 90s. Yeah, I think I remember seeing you around the early 90s. Was you doing stand-up around the early 90s?
Yes.
And some of the roughest places like 559, remember that?
Oh, 559 was the roughest.
Right.
They show Apollo on TV, but 559 was like 10 times.
Yeah. I had a headline. Normally headliners do 45 minutes to an hour. You know it's bad when they tell you, just do 15, man. Just do 15. They still gonna pay you, just do 15.
559 was so bad, if you just showed up, sometimes they give you money. I'm here.
Right. So there's some of the comics you came up with from Atlanta.
I came up with JJ, Bruce.
Nice.
Sean Larkin.
Sean Larkin's funny.
Mac Boosie.
Mac Boosie!
Yes, Mac Boosie.
Wow.
Well, some of the comedians that have passed along, like Nard and Dirty South.
Tyler Craig, right?
Tyler Craig, yeah. So, yeah.
Dope. All right, so that was in the early 90s, but you started, you went to the military first, and then you started doing comedy?
Well, actually, I was in the military,
Okay.
and people used to tell me I was funny, and I was like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all laugh at me because y'all know me.
Okay.
And the military kind of brainwashed me. You know, I went in the military thinking I had to be all I could be, had to be tough, and you know, didn't realize when I got hurt, I should have went to the doctor. You know, so when I got out, I'm kind of messed up. I mean, I look normal, but you know, that's my problem. Yeah.
Something going on.
Yeah. PSD and PMS. And,
you got a lot of initials happening.
Yeah.
You need to go to the ER.
Yeah.
well, okay. And did that experience of being in the service help you with comedy? You know, or had nothing to do with anything? It didn't really help you?
I was real stupid going into the military.
Okay.
And I had the right idea, but I didn't have the right understanding.
Okay.
You know, like I said, I thought you had to be tough.
Right.
And you know, when I hurt myself, and somebody was like, "You're a soldier," and I jumped up like a diamond, like, "Yes, I am a soldier."
Oh wow.
You know, like my eye was hanging out.
Really?
Well, not literally.
Right. Okay. All right.
Bleeding and everything. They was like, "You're a soldier," and I'm like, "Yes, I am."
And that's kind of crazy because, you know, here in Atlanta, I used to see you pop around almost all the clubs. But lately, I ain't seen you around. And then I heard your father was going through something. And did you stop doing comedy? Or
Well, yeah, I had to stop kind of traveling so much and become a caregiver. And I mean, I questioned that decision because, you know, changing old people's diapers, I don't know if it better.
Right.
You know, I never thought at my age I'd be wiping old ass and juggling old balls. So,
Let me think of when do you have to juggle balls when you change the diaper?
well, hold on.
Yeah.
When you clean them,
Okay, explain.
you gotta lift them balls up.
Wow.
Right, and I'm like, damn it.
Whatever the time he lifted your balls up and cleaned you when you was a baby.
Well, that's what I thought about too, but I mean, I was a baby.
Right.
My balls was a little smaller at the time.
Pops got
Old, heavy, saggy balls.
See, women, I get what y'all gotta go through. Because when they're young, when dudes have young balls and they hit their booty on the downstroke, it's just nice, you know, bang, bang, right? But then once you get old, like he said, they saggy, they long, and they drag across the shit.
And fellas, believe it or not, every man in here, when you get older, that's when your shit gonna be the biggest, cause it ain't got no feeling. It don't get hard, it get heavy.
The balls or the dick?
Both of them.
Damn.
Old men don't get hard, they get heavy.
Well, I guess I'm still young. No, I feel you. You got any, what you got coming up? You got something working on, some projects, man? You know, or you get back into comedy?
Well, I'm jumping back in the game. I actually have a show next week in Warner Robins.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to jump back into the game. I'm trying to get my social media up and, you know, just get my feedback with it. And I appreciate this opportunity.
No, sure. Do you feel like you underrated? Keep it 100.
I do.
Right.
But I also feel like it was some of my doing. I had some opportunities that I didn't take. So, I mean,
really?
Yeah.
Give me an example of one.
Well, I had a chance to go to LA and I have got married. And I was telling my wife, hey, I got this great opportunity. And she was like, no, don't leave. You know,
they always do that.
Well,
They always do that.
she had a new baby. We had just got a new house.
She had a new baby.
We had a new
Oh,
baby.
right.
But anyway, you know, she was pregnant, new house and everything, and I guess she felt like, okay, if you go to LA, you're gonna leave me. And I'm like, no, this is an opportunity for us. So, me not knowing how LA works, I called the people back like, hey, is it possible? Can I come a couple weeks late? And they was like, sure. And it was like, after that, do-do-do.
That's true. Wow, man. Wow. Think of who else you could. I think you could have been a big star because you funny, man. I mean, and I mean this sincerely. He goes to any club, wing shop, and still rocks. There's places people can't come to, big names could not come to, and you still kill the place. So I got mad respect for you. Wherever I see you, you always rock the mic, man. So
I appreciate it.
I got to your social media.
Follow me on any social platform, on Instagram, Facebook, the old people stuff. It's DEKEYSMOMON. Again, DEKEYSMOMON.
If you're on MySpace, same thing.
Black Planet. And
Black Planet.
follow me on Cash App also.
One more time, y'all. The keys. I appreciate y'all watching. Don't comedians support this brother. All right, y'all. And out.
5 for 5. 5 for 5. 5 for 5. 5 for 5. 5 for 5.
I'm pitching it to a network. Maybe in a little while you'll hear it on a major network. We get the comics more money and get them more exposure.
And look, much success, man. I always love interviewing you, man. You always give me straight answers, man. I appreciate it, brother. You know, I hope to see you around. Keep doing your show, man. That 5 for 5 is dope, man. That 5 and the whole podcast is dope. And Comedy Hype, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
Man, thank you for having me, man. You know, much success again to you, man. I really dig your show. I love watching it, man. You're funny. You know, you're handsome, and you know, you nigga look like me. You know, so no, I appreciate it. And thank you, man. Thank you, man, for having me again. Like I said, man, and congratulations on your season. I'm gonna keep pushing out there, man. Yeah. The 5 for 5 idea, man, was great, and I hope, you know, people continue to support that, y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting it. So, yeah, thank you, man. Yeah.
I'll tell all you people out there, man, support this brother. When you see him live somewhere, man, go out and see him, man. All right? You ain't got to support me, but you got to support him.
What do you mean? You ain't got to support?
Okay, and when you see him out, you know, holler at him.
Oh, support me, not you. Okay. I feel you. Damn you then.
Pierre, I appreciate you coming through, man. You know, you're looking dapper like the hat and everything. Like I said, you know, you relax cool. I had to throw on my suit, you know, I want to impress you and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I'm, you know, Pierre, a.k.a. Johnny Handsome right now, you know what I'm saying? But again, man, keep doing what you're doing, brother. And we'll see you around, man. Hey, y'all, I thank y'all. I was going to let you spin the wheel, but it won't look right if you spin the wheel. So not this time.
And where my bag at, too, man?
And you ain't getting no damn celebrity bag either, so stop asking for him to get a bag.
What? I don't get no bag?
You ain't getting no bag. You got enough shit from the bag.
Man, I got a bag. No, I want another bag, man. I'm a guest on your show. You should give me a bag. Damn. You cheap, man. You cheap, man. But thank y'all, man. Like he said, support me on the road when you see me. Holla at your boy. It is what it is. Oh, my social media handles that you in. It's Comic Pierre. COMICPIERRE. All right, that's my comic handle too. The handle fell off and shit. But my other comic handle is Comic Pierre. COMICPIERRE. Holla at your boy. You see it come across there. Bang. There it is, man. Thanks for having me, brother. You're looking good too, man.
Yo, look, I appreciate y'all watching the show, this episode, man. I really appreciate it. Do me a favor, man. Leave me a comment. Tell me what y'all feel about this episode down below, man. We'll go from there. I appreciate y'all for supporting Pierre's Panic Room every week, man. And we're going to keep shining, y'all. This new season, y'all. Let's do it. If you like that show, like, subscribe, and comment below. You know, hit the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button, man. We want you around. Appreciate it.